June 26, 2013, the day that DOMA was struck down. Guys, I'm so excited. We finally have full marriage equality for at least in New York State. Recognized now federally. This is awesome. I'm on my way down to the news station. Ed and I are going to get interviewed to get our reaction of the decision today. And, you know, we still need to fight. We have 30 plus states that have bans against gay marriage. And we're going to have to get those bans lifted before we can pass any marriage equality legislation in those states. But you know what? We're making great progress. We got a quarter of the states that have marriage equality, and I read somewhere today that a third of all Americans live in a state that has marriage equality. So I think that's awesome. I think the states are going to follow suit, hopefully one right after another. And
now more on a landmark day for civil rights in the United States. The Supreme Court struck down the Defense of Marriage Act, or DOMA, saying marriage is not defined as only between a man and a woman. And now gay couples can receive federal benefits. The court also affirmed a lower court's ruling tossing out California's Proposition 8, which had banned same-sex marriages in California. We're pleased to be joined by Ed Popel and Steve Levins. You guys were married in 2012, right?
Correct. Yeah.
What are your feelings tonight after these landmark rulings?
we're really excited. I mean, we've been waiting with bated breath since March when they heard the argument. So,
describe what you've been missing as a married couple.
Well, you know, it's funny that you should say that. Since a child, I've always wanted to grow up, have you know, a family, live in suburbia, and you know, be included into a community. And you know, years ago that was much more difficult. I met Steve, the love of my life, and his two fabulous daughters, and we couldn't get married, but in 2006 we did. We made our own wedding.
It was a union ceremony.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so now when the state allowed us to do so, and it was legal, we did that. But now on the national level, at this point, it is a civil right. It is a matter of equality, and I'm just so proud to be able to say that this is my husband and that it's recognized. You know.
So, Steve, fully. What changes legally for you two as far as you can share benefits now?
Legally, I think it's a lot of tax laws. You know, for instance, we're married a year. We had to file as single people federally. So, you know, there's inheritance. There's, if he were to take benefits, health benefits, he would have to pay taxes on it. And so those kinds of things, you know.
How do you describe for somebody who may not believe in same-sex marriage what this long struggle for equality has been like for the community?
First of all, for our children, it helps for our children and children today to recognize, you know, that this is something that they can strive towards if they should so choose. But on a bigger level, for our grandchildren, you were saying...
Yeah, I hope that my grandchildren they can't believe that it was ever illegal for us to get married. Much like my children probably don't know that it was illegal for interracial marriage not that long ago.
What has changed with your marriage, your love toward each other after today? Anything?
It's as strong as ever. I mean,
absolutely, and the
nothing changes there.
No, I mean, he will have to do a little bit more laundry, and
so you're just like any other married couple that.
That's just it. That's one thing I'd like people to see, is that if people do choose as a same-sex couple, they can have the life and be involved in the community just like anybody else. And it really does feel good to not feel as though you must be in a closet on any shape, way, or form.
And we've both been married to women before, great marriages, and being married to a man is no different. It feels exactly the same.
Marriage is marriage. The good and the challenges, yes. Let's just say.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations. This is an historic day.
It is.
And congratulations to your families and generations of your families to come. So, Ed and Steve, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Now, continuing our coverage, today's decisions are resonating all over the country, including in New York City, where our Caroline Tucker is, and where they are getting ready for one of the largest Pride celebrations in America.